Needless to say, it's time for the good. Thank you, Jim. Time for the Good Catch Fishing Report with Captain Dylan Hubbard. Happy New Year, Dylan. Good to see you.
Happy New Year. Good to see you as well.
And I'll have an excuse for you in a minute. But let's get started. What's going on inshore?
Well, right now inshore, the big thing this past week has been the redfish bite. We've been seeing a lot of redfish around our back bay areas, following those big schools of mullet, working those mangrove shorelines and grass flats, and even those residential dock lines. We're finding a lot of the redfish. We're still seeing them around the passes, around those structures where they can ambush passing bait. A lot of activity as far as redfish goes inshore lately. Plus, snook. The snook bite has been a little slower, though. We've been seeing most of the snook action in the back bay around our grass flats and mangrove shorelines at higher tides. And a lot of those snook are hanging around those residential dock points that are adjacent to grass flats and mangrove shorelines. Areas that are concentrating bait are concentrating the snook as well. The trout bite's been pretty good this past week on those little edges of the flats and those potholes, drop-offs, those areas where trout can stage up and ambush passing bait. You got to think like a fish where that trout is going to be able to sit, expel the least amount of energy, and ambush passing shrimp, whitebait, and soft plastics. And those imitation shrimp are great options for trout. Sheep's head action has been super prolific around the area. Virtually any dock, pier, bridge, jetty, anything with some structure, some growth on it is going to attract those sheep's head. Even those big rock piles of Tampa Bay, the edges of the shipping channel, are holding good numbers of the sheep's head. We're seeing flounder too around the area. Flounder bite's been a little soft, but you can find them in potholes adjacent to flats, the sandy areas adjacent to big dock structures or bridges or fishing piers, and those little shadow lines in the back bay area around those docks lines are good places to look for flounder sitting right on the bottom, ambushing, passing whitebait and shrimp. We're also seeing some pompano around in sandier passes and the sandy edges of the flats. Black drum have been very prolific lately in the back bay waters around those creek mouths, river mouths, bayous, mangrove shorelines, little bridges in the back bay area. Crustaceans are great options like shrimp and crabs when you're targeting those black drum on the bottom. And that's about it inshore, Russell.
Well, let's talk about near shore and offshore.
Well, right now, near shore, red grouper season is open and in full swing. We're seeing a ton of lane snapper. Red grouper bite overall is a little soft inshore. The deeper you go, the better it is. Right around 80 to 100 foot of water is where I'd be targeting those on those potholes and smaller ledges and areas of flat, hard bottom where there's some bait shows are good areas to look for red grouper on. Live pinfish, squid strips, even cut thread fins are good options too. Hogfish bite has been real good near shore, around 40 to 70 foot of water. Live shrimp, light tackle is a great way to target those good eating hogfish. The mangrove snapper bite's been pretty steady near shore, and we're still seeing a few kingfish as well and a couple mackerel near shore. Offshore, definitely bigger red grouper and more of them, closer to that 150 to 200 foot mark. Some big scamp grouper, big mangrove snapper, big vermilions, and we've been seeing more pelagic offshore. The tuna, the wahoo, the kingfish, and the occasional even mahi-mahi, which is kind of odd for this time of year, but they're definitely out there. It's a great time to go deep, and the big vermilion are out there. We saw this week at our fisheries meeting the biggest recruitment surge of vermilion snapper we've seen in a long time, so we should have a super healthy fishery with increased catch levels coming up too. So good news on that front for sure.
All right, great. You know, Dylan, in the new year, I am resolving, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to come over and go fishing with you. I'm going to do it. Except this weekend, I can't get over there because you know what? I'm just too busy.
Well, don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. And it's great to see the team effort to come up with more excuses not to go fishing.
It takes a team sometimes. I'm pretty much out. Hey, I love you. Tell everybody hello, and we'll see you soon, okay? Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good week.
You too.